Esports ranked. Baobel says, I like watching it, but Tetra Esports feels uncomfortable to play for me. There's something about the ARR going right, okay? Like, when I assume that this piece should have moved to the right edge of the screen in this amount of time, then, well, I made this assumption and I'm always too fast, you know? Like, it's like one off. And I'm like, not again. So I have to pay attention if I want to throw something on the right corner, that it takes a little longer than I assume it to. Baobab also says, I have only ever played Tetrio TBH. Well, the tricky thing about Tetra Esports is that only T-spins and only, well, quads, what do you call it in this game? 4 line clears sand, okay? So 4 line clears and T-spins sand. So is the music volume okay? It sounds okay on my side, but Frank says, people get what they voted for. I don't think you quite understand politics. Politicians promise whatever they want and never do it. Well, I would not be good at politics then, which is why it's a good thing that I'm not a politician. Audio sounds great, let's go. So we'll see how it goes. As you can see, my rank number thingy is 392. Baba says, no 180 spins really threw me off. I had no idea just how often I used it until I couldn't anymore. Yeah, if you play... Oh, I'm gonna die. If you play Tetris Effect Connected, you also have to like not rely on 180s. So you kind of get used to it unless you're so used to it that you just don't know how to play without it. Oh my god, what have I done? Wait, what? Arcade! Hey Arcade, what's up, what's up? Did you win? This is not my best game so far, by the way. It can be better than this. Meowdy, hey green fishes, what's up? I'm gonna do the quick shot. Almost. Let's see, it's not like necessary, but I guess it's like a cool OL thing. Well, it really changes the game in like what is and not a valid option to do in the game. Like, if you don't have 180s, then you have to pay special attention not to get into certain situations that get you killed. Oh my god, my opponent is 70 APM. Okay, says, oh my god, Meow, this zhunGamer, it's been 39 months. Oh my god, that's a lot of zoo gaming, and there are things happening, and I play some Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's pretty fun. I hate Persona 5, me too, and Silksong. Dude, who plays Silksong? I did not buy it yet. I will someday if it gets cheap. My opponent is a god of LSD stacking. You know, the next game will be a proper game. The next game will be a proper game. I got a little distracted. Metroid Dread. Dude, we are never gonna play Metroid Dread again. We played it on stream and I was playing on a pro controller. I would not wish this on anyone. I wish I had a controller that has like a working analog stick and a working D-pad. These are the two things I want from something like a, I don't know, a controller. and I'm not getting it. I did not get that for Metroid Dread. Greenfish says, okay, it hates Silksong. Honestly, I don't hate it, it's just... I don't know. You have free health, then you should be able to take free hits. That's what I think. And someone made a mod for that in like 2 days, so someone else thought that a lot and then figured out how to actually do it. Ah, close enough. Greenfish says, man is back with the Tetris addiction. This is not Tetris, this is Tetra Esports. It's Tetra Esports that has nothing to do with Tetris. That's what you would tell the lawyer. But it's all good. Okay, so I'm 380 and my opponent is 61 score, whatever these scores mean at this point. So this time I will try to do a little better than last time. I'm already doing not that great, but we do have a nice opening on my side. Theirs is better, but it's all good. Okay. How is my opponent such a low rank if they know this opener so well? Hold up. Okay, I'm just gonna downstack. It doesn't send damage, but it does keep you from being dead. So, worth it. Really? I did all that work just to misdrop. Okay. Nice. Okay, says haven't played Tetra for 2 weeks. The ranking system is still scuffed. Honestly, it's a good thing that the ranking system like makes. Why didn't that go in? Like that, it makes no sense because it just doesn't make sense to get mad at it because it's like it's not like it makes any sense. So why do I want a significantly higher score, right? That's not even what I wanted, but let's go with it. So yes, it's a little scuffed, but so be it. For example, my opponent is like 80 something score and they're kicking my butt. So like, they're good at attacking. I wonder what their weakness is. Okay, says, while asking zhunGamer why the hell is he playing some Tetris? I mean, I do that a lot. Why doesn't that work? This is the second time that misdrop happens. I don't get it. Is he doing DPC? Blah blah blah. Okay. I'm just gonna read this one. Oh, the other way is way better. What am I doing? This is way better. Ah, it took me way too much time to do it. Oh, and I misdrop. Wow. Okay. Did I say hey Frank? I'm so bad at that. I got distracted. The other day, I ended up meeting one of my current colleagues at a social event, and I was like, have I seen you before? And he's like, we literally work in the same place for like the last, I don't know, 4 months or something. And I'm like, oh, okay. I knew you were familiar. It's like, at this point, I just shouldn't have admitted. I'm like, I'm not sure I've seen you in the past. Oh, it was literally yesterday? That's fine. Sheesh. So don't be too surprised if I forget to say something. I forget many things. Way too many things, honestly. Sometimes I'm worried, but... Okay, maybe this is enough. It's not enough, it doesn't do anything. Oh gosh. That's bad. Okay, maybe I can get out like this. Okay, nice. Okay, it says I'll be doing some Python programming. How did you end up with Python? If you did answer that a little above, I will read above in a few moments and then I will know the full story of how you ended up with that. Oh my gosh, what have I done? Imagine miscalculating this. Can be me. Bro, that's a nice setup, in theory. Oh, I'm so dead! How did you end up doing Python programming? No dinner. Oh, you do that normally, I see. Now I know one more thing about Arcade. He codes in Python. Don't ask me for Python help, I'm really bad with Python. Oh, they topped out for some reason. I don't even know what he did. Okay, we are playing Tetris, well, not Tetris, it's TETRA ESPORTS. Because people voted on it, there was a vote, and I asked, what should we play next? Should it be TETRA ESPORTS, I Love Sea and Sky, or Super Metroid? And the vote that decided it voted for TETRA ESPORTS, so we went with this. Now we're playing ranked in TETRA ESPORTS, and honestly, I feel like it's a good thing because we get to do wacky T-spin setups and not always die to making them, which is great. Just today, earlier, like I don't know, 6 hours ago or something, I was sniping Tetrium, who was playing this exact same game, and I was doing STSD stacking in Versus, and I didn't immediately die to a, I don't know, a 7 surge skimmed together from, I don't know, some random spins from a misdrop. Like, yeah. We're having fun. Dude, this should be a relatively close game. Let's see how it goes. Bloop. Oh, okay. Okay, my opponent is very aggressive. Which is quite normal in this game, to be honest. It's like the only way to send garbage. Of course, they're gonna be as, what do you call it, as aggressive as they possibly can be. Because on my own, I'm not gonna top out, so they are working really hard for me to do that, and it is working, sadly. I think this should get me further down like that. I am losing so hard. Guess we are just gonna have to do faster. That is so unfortunate, okay. Dude! Man, top out. They did an STSD, whoa. No. No, I got one. No, 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 no! I had it! I had it! Oh my god. How did that even get there? The way the IP spawned, like, 2 to the right just makes no sense to me, so... That was a really critical misdrop. I couldn't have come back from that. I had a feeling. What's a Super Mario Jamboree? Dong. The only weird thing about this game is the matchmaking. Like, not what kind of level of players you're matched against, because that is really random. Like that, as you can see, I'm fighting someone who's 24, and 24 can mean anything. I know that there are S plus rank players who are ranked 0 in this game. It's like, you never know what to expect, but... For example, I can do this. Nice. What the? Okay. Oh, I overgreeded. See, that's the weird thing. So this person is like level, like their rank was like 21 or something, but they do know their opener if they had not misdropped it anyway. If I had not misdropped it anyway, oh well. Why does it stop? Like, that placement is the same issue I had like a moment earlier. That I think it's supposed to like slide in, but instead it just stops. It just stops. So weird. I think my opponent is losing to their handling, which is like shared among players, but like a bunch of misdrops. Oh, this is where it would be nice to have 180. Now I have to wait for it like this. Nice. Got it. So we have 369 points. I don't really know if the gameplay makes sense. Like, if anyone needs an explanation for how TETRA Esports works. So in this game, only 4-line clears and T-spin send, but combos don't. Okay, it says I'm here to complain about the ad. How did you have an ad at all? You're subscribed, you're not supposed to be seeing ads. That's like, apart from the emote access, like the #1 reason that Twitch promotes as like the benefit of being, you know, a subscriber. Even though you can actually enable ads for subscribers, which I think is like really weird. Because I'm making them up in my head. So what kind of ad were you looking at? Is it like safe for stream? Please tell me it is. Okay, I think I'll be fine. I don't like this. I'm just gonna downstack all of it. Whatever, we'll figure something out. I think they're dead. Maybe? No, they're not. I missed her once. Okay. I did see that they got a really nice board a moment ago, so I waited a little bit. But I feel like they are getting down a little too much, which is really bad for me. Oh, what am I doing? This does not send. Okay, it's fine. The TETRA was enough. Do I know how to make a C-spin is the question. Oh. Okay. Ah. But they're still good actually. No! No, 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 no! Wait. Ah, it's actually really bad. Unless... Can I get this one piece, please? Thank you. Can I get a T? In time, please. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Oh, we got it. Yo! We took it back. Wait, that was 3-0. What the heck? That's awesome. This guy is the one we won against. I mean, we lost against earlier, but apparently we're back on track. We're back on track almost 400. Honestly, the scores really don't matter in this game. Like anyone who comes in and plays TETRA Esports and sticks with it a little bit is probably like, how do you feel about no rematches in Tetris ladder games? That's an interesting question. In the cases where I get swept, I would not want to get rematched against the same person. And when it's like a tiebreaker of sorts, then it's frustrating when you lose. You know, like, there's this interesting thing about various competitive games, including StarCraft 2. I was playing StarCraft 2 ranked at some point. Don't think I was like a god gamer in that though. I was like gold. I was in gold league Zerg, you know. But like the ranks in StarCraft 2 go from bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, master, grandmaster. So I was like actually really low on the rank leaderboard, you know. But the funny thing about that is like that the most fun games were the ones where you had a near equal skill level. It's like if you get to a tiebreaker, then that's usually a good thing. But in this game in particular, I don't think it would be a good thing if like there was like no rematches whatsoever, because then there are times when you would just like not get any matches. I'm gonna try something mildly risky, like this. Okay. Okay. Okay, I cannot afford to tank that. No, that's actually good. No, can't. Oh my god, I had a. Do you think I can tank this? Oh, sounds good so far. They did a DPC. I'm just gonna sand a little bit and hope for the dust. Timing, like attempting to do timing in this game is a little weird. Like, you never know if it's a good idea or not because the garbage is not as predictable as in TETRA. In TETRA, you get the type of garbage that is sent, you know? Like, if you see that your opponent sent this, then you know that your garbage is gonna spawn the same way, but in this game it's kinda random. So, tanking is not always a good idea. No, the beast drop. No, not miss dropping. No. Okay, we got out of that. My opponent is really low on the board, which means that anything I do doesn't really make sense. But I might be able to get out anyway, if I don't die to this attack. Ah. No! Damn it. So I do not mind rematches. In games where the skill level is similar. But in this game in particular, if we didn't have rematches at all, sometimes we just wouldn't get any games at all, which is worse than rematches regardless of what happens. No, I'm so dead! I miss... Oh god. I had such a nice setup, but they got their setup, and their setup was pretty much the same as my setup, but they actually got it. Ugh. It's fine though. So there's a downside to combined T-spin setups, which is not inherently obvious until you come to this game. It's a different problem than if you went to TETRA and tried to do them, because Surge disincentivizes anything that stacks up. except if you use that in combined with Surge to get a kill spike early. So like, if you can open her main, then upstack is great. Otherwise, they want you to all spin single all over and over again because you're last hitting your Tetraminos to farm up in your MOBA game. And then eventually, when you farmed enough gold coins called Surge, then you have the right to insta-win the game, is how Season 2 was defined. So this is a very different issue with combined T-spin setups in this game. You have to greed to get 2 Ts in a row. So like, your eyepiece efficiency gets lower because you cannot get a Tetra in time. Not always anyway, but there are still times when making an STSD with the right stack and right piece usage, like not using your T in the stack to make the STSD, it helps a lot. If you have to overstack though, if you end up with a 2 wide, it does nothing. Belbel says it just feels clunky to me. My problem is that in TETRA Season 2, Surge feels clunky to me. Like, when I see a Surge of like Surge 10, I'm like, why does the game let me win the game with a single? Like, it just... Yeah, I used to complain about it a lot, and I still do. But I'm really hoping that Season 3 will be better, okay? That's what I always say. In this game, the handling is a little weird. Like, you saw how like I'm like holding down, then holding left. It sometimes just doesn't talk, okay? Like, what do I have to do? Like, release left and tap it again, or what? Like, do I have to hyper tap to talk? Is this classic? So that's a weird thing about this game, but otherwise you can kind of get used to it. Like, if you want to send attacks, then you have to send attacks. The problem of this game, I think, is that it's not particularly beginner friendly in that regard, because if you really only know how to do Tetris, well, 9-0 with no T-spins, then your APP will be 0.4, so like you're just not gonna be able to get the 20 damage that you need to send to take out your opponent, right? So it is a little weird, yes, like how combos really don't send. Like, I feel like combos that you use with your own pieces, it kind of makes sense to me that it doesn't send, you know? But when I'm comboing in the garbage, I feel like that should send. That's kind of what it feels like to me anyway. I would not want this game to turn into PPTs for white hell. Center 4 white every single game, and I'm like, oh my god. Thankfully those times are gone, barely anyone plays PPT. And yeah, this game is not as clunky as PPT. Like, you can tell that it's like written by one person. This matchmaking screen makes almost zero sense to me. Like, what is this thing rotating in the center? Like, what am I looking at? This makes no sense to me. Also, this is what I was talking about regarding the matchmaking. Like, the problem isn't the levels. Like, it's not like the skill level and the point and the whatever. It's that sometimes it takes a long time and sometimes it doesn't, and like, you can't really know why. It's the same issue as with Tetris Effect Connected, honestly. Like, sometimes in Tetris Effect Connected, you're sitting around for 3 minutes waiting for a game. And sometimes you join a game, but it's like a 15k player, and you're like, I joined this room just so that I will have to join a room again in 2 minutes. And then you consider, should I even try against the 15k player? Because the 15k player in Tetris Effect Connected is twice as fast as you, and somehow makes better decisions and sends bigger zones, and like, there's literally no way to counter that other than also being a 15k player, or at least something of that sort. But like, you have to go fast. There's a point where the skill in this game becomes, can you go fast enough to destroy your opponent without them, like, even if they make a move or if they don't, you know? Like, your opponent stops mattering because you're just so much better than them. And that really is like the issue with, like, if you are like outmatched, like your skill level is just not near. And that's not always the game's fault, obviously. Like, in StarCraft 2, I was gold ranked Zerg. I was trying to fight a guy who was a diamond Protoss player. We played 200 games. I only won one of them, and I only won it because I used an audio guide that literally told me step by step at every second what I have to do. And when I did that, then my opponent was like, oh my god, I was not expecting you to send so many attacks in so little time. And I was like, I listened to this audio guide that told me to, at this second, make a roach, at this second, make an evolution chamber. I'm like, oh my god, I'm making the evolution chamber. And he's like, really? Did you actually listen to a 9-minute video telling you step by step how to play the game while playing it? And I was like, yes. And because he knew that I'm using a roach strategy, it was like the only thing I knew at this point. He would obviously set up a bunch of siege tanks so that the roaches would do nothing. I was like, well, I guess I'm not winning anymore, and then I don't think I ever won again. So like that's the issue, but it's not really an issue, that's just how the game works. This took a long time. See, this is why we need rematches in this game, otherwise we will never play it. We would never play it. Also, I won against this person the other day. I misdropped into what I wanted. How did that happen? Oh, that's not good though. What I wanted was a bad idea, never mind. Oh, I'm so dead already. Unless... Where do you send so many attacks from? How do you have 70 APM? Bruh, people are good at this. Okay. Like, as you can see, people's in-app APM, without me doing anything, can be really, really high. Am I dead? Okay, no, I'm not. Oh, no! Wait. No, that was doable. Dude, I am getting destroyed. What am I supposed to do against this? Miss drop time. Let's see. How many quads did you get? Is that all from me? Oh, they're sending 2 quads, okay. I don't think that worked out in my favor after all. No! Damn. Utterly destroyed. Noobstyle says, I wonder, am I dumb or stupid? What do you mean, Noobstyle? You're neither of those things. But I do have to heat up my tea, and we're in matchmaking anyway, which may or may not take, I don't know, 5 minutes again, so that should be fine. Okay, I have to come back. Hold on. I'm back, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Hey Tetrium, what's up? Josh Go, what's up? Zun. What's up, what's up, what's up? I just got destroyed by Kronos. Duh. But at least we get to make nice T-spins. Look at this one. If this was Tetrio, I would get this T-spin back as a... Do I actually have to go for this? I can't actually go for that. That's bad. Okay, I guess the best thing we can do is this. See, I don't know why that piece ended up over there. That's the weird part sometimes. Oh no. My spirit was not prepared. I'm just gonna blame this on walking off to heat up tea. But we are getting out. So hoping that my opponent doesn't attack that fast, because then I can downstack all of this. Did I say, hey Tetrium, we are trying to win. So far it's been kind of random if it happened or not, but wait. Oh, that's bad. That's bad, that's bad. Dude, I'm dying. What? Noobstat says, when I first looked at TETRA eSport, I thought it was a Roblox game. Well, it could have been, but thankfully it's a Unity game. This opener is actually not that great in this game, so... it might be winning. Okay. Nice. Are you getting matches quickly? Relatively quick. There was one time when it was not that quick, but other than that, I'm not really complaining about it. Like it's really random. Like there are times when it's fast, and there are times when it's like really not fast. It was one of those, what do you call it? It was almost like we are playing Zone Battle for a moment, but then eventually it fixed itself and we got a match. It was a rematch, but it was a match. Dude, my opponent is strong, what the heck? Dude, I'm dying. Do you know what the PCs do? Yes, they double the next line clear's attack. So it's really good if you are one of those people who do MS2 DPC, and other than that you're going to notice almost nothing. This is actually stick spin. So we know that this is a Tetrio player. Oh, I didn't want... Sometimes it spawns not where you expect, and that's kind of weird to me, but this time it was not fatal. That's not good. That's not as good as you would think it is to be. No! No! The brain rot! No, that's the OSP brain rot. Why would I do this? That's a... Oh no, I wanted to do the boomerang, not this. OSP brain rot, man. My opponent is really strong. What was their rank? It was kinda trying to heat up T. So I missed the number. Oh gosh. No, what the heck? What? Oh my god, what am I doing? Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Nice. Bomb Someone says, Zun, I need your 20-second description of what this... Wow, I will tell you after this match because this is a tiebreaker. Hold up. I'm gonna get back to that. I did explain it earlier, but I am happy to explain it again after this match. I don't really want to lose. Let's see. That's an issue. Well, that's fine. Okay. think we should get this now. No, I was mistaken. It's not done yet. Let's see. Maybe? Ha! Oh my god. I will wait until the end of the ad break to answer that question. Big win indeed. I have no idea what the rank was. So, first and foremost, there's this thing about the ranking. It doesn't make any sense. You get this number, 368 at this point. Whatever. We started 390, but it honestly it doesn't matter in this game, which is nice. Like, it gives you this rough estimate that, yeah, this person has either won games or lost games, but like, I fought someone from 28 score and they were doing MS2 DPC, so like, you don't really know. I mean, you have to be like one of these, well, a person looking for a stacker versus game to end up with TETRA Esports, right? So let me tell you what the difference is in this game compared to any other stacker game, like for example Tetrio, which you know best. Apparently back-to-back sends a flat bonus for one between attacks. Combos, combo line clears, doubles and triples I think also don't send garbage. They don't send garbage, they only guard incoming garbage in your current queue. So you can downstack combo to combo block something, but it will not send any garbage. So in order to send, you have to make T-spins and tetras. Yes. So that's the big difference. Also perfect clears, they send nothing in particular, but they charge up your next line clear to send double the amount. So if you get a single after your perfect clear, then you're gonna send 0, which is kind of sad. But people doing MS2 DPC, they are sending 12 with the TST after the PC, and that hurts. I was trying to tank it and I was like, this is a bad idea. So Bombsalon says, what an interesting idea. Yeah, combos do not send, they only guard. And honestly, this forces you to make T-spins, both to guard, honestly, because, well, the combos do guard a little bit, but it's like not that great. And you have to send, like, you have to make T-spins to attack. So I sometimes end up with a trinity here and there, but if my opponent is good at LST stacking, like, in the end, this becomes how well you either do Tetra forecasting and T-spin double prophecy. Oh god, I'm dead. The rough estimate. Okay, so 490 means I'm dead. Aroi says, hi bro, hello. Let's see how this goes. Ah. Okay, I got lucky. And there's fixed handling. And no 180 spins. What is this? Wait, this is the fish. Oh, can I get it? I did get it, it just didn't do much. Haha. Well, that's because my opponent is good. Ah! Oh, that's bad. Good. So I get to make T-spins, you know. That's like the biggest advantage of this game over Tetrio, because oh my god, am I getting into this again? So because Garbo at some point decided that downstacking is bad and people who downstack should immediately lose a game if their opponent gets like a high enough surge, and to get surge you don't have to make T-spins, you can just do these all mini skims for like the rest of your life, like as if you were farming last hits in a MOBA, and then you basically... Ah! No! Oh, I'm dead. But so they kind of destroyed T-spinning as a thing, as like a concept in Tetrio, because it's like it's not all spin like it's not, what do you call it? It's not considered T-spinning anymore. It's considered inefficient all spins. So, but this time I got a really nice DP cannon, and that's like the whole point. And because the matchmaking is kind of scuffed, like it's mostly, well, people who are like interested enough in stackers that they would end up playing this game in the first place. Okay, I'm so dead. No, just go up. Oh. Oh. Spoke too soon? I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, I kinda knew that I'm gonna lose this eventually because auto is score, okay? So like, it's not like the scoring is a little scuffed because you see someone with a lower number and you can't really assume that they're like not good at the game. Like, evidently they're playing another stacker, one not very known, so they have to be kind of obsessed. Like, you have to be kind of obsessed to end up playing this game in the first place. So like, someone with a low number, they're not gonna be bad. But somehow in this game, like, okay, so if you see a high number, that does mean that they're good. Like, you're gonna be in trouble, okay? So like, it's just that you can't say from a low number that your opponent is like, oh, I'm definitely gonna win, that number is low. You still have to be on your toes. But if they're a higher number, then oh my god. And you are in trouble. But it's all good because, well, it's not like Tetrio and letter ranks and whatever. Like, you don't care. You want to win, but it's like not a devastating loss, you know? Like, losses are not devastating. It's like not like you looking at your score dropping for 10 seconds because, I don't know, someone thought that's a fun idea. I am so mad at Tetra League. I'm so glad I'm not playing it right now. Oh no! Oh, I'm dead. Good enough. Mom someone says, thank you, Zone. I think I have enough information to know I don't need to hop on this wave. No! Well, downstacking is very nerfed. And the meta is to do T-spin doubles and, well, tetras as fast as you can, because otherwise you cannot send, right? So it's a little less accessible, I feel. I feel like it's a little less accessible. Like, Tetris 99 is very accessible. Tetris 99 is very accessible because of the attacker bonus. Like, if you are attacked by multiple people, you can still like just send singles and it will send 10 lines each single, you know? Like, if you have 10 people targeting you. And that's a funny thing, like you don't really know how to play the game, but it still rewards you sometimes. So Tetris 99 has this effect that even if you're like not literally a Tetris god who can stack with 3 PPS and whatever, you can still have fun with it, you know? ROV Lime says, must say F Season 2. Honestly, same. I was telling that a lot in the official Tetrio Discord in the Tetra League channel, and then Osk asked me very nicely to please stop. And so I kinda stopped sometimes. But man, it's so bad, and it is like well known, okay? So like the reason why Season 2 is like the way it is, it's actually by design. It is the opposite of what I was expecting for them to fix, in quotation marks, you know? Because if you watch the video from Garbo, there's a video called Modern, like, Arguments Against Modern Tetris. He never solved the problem of action reaction, okay? So there was this idea that in modern versus Tetris, as he says, oftentimes you just play side by side and then someone misdrops once and then the other person wins. And that's what it boils down to. And otherwise, everyone's always just downstacking, which is boring to watch apparently. Like, apparently, Garbo was like not looking at a 7 combo into a quad, sending like a kill spike and being like, oh my god, that's awesome. He was like, not again. This has been the way JS3 is going on for the past 10,000 decades. And I'm like, yeah, that's the fun part. That was the fun. Oh, it's a reverse snipe. I was sniping Tetrium earlier actually. I was sniping Tetrium. We got like 2 games in, and now we have Tetrium here. Let's go. It's funny, by the way. Like, this is yet another one of those matchups where I'm gonna say that don't trust the numbers. So Tetrium might have a lower score than me, but I had trouble winning. I had trouble winning because his defense is good for 1. And this game somehow actually helps him send more. I don't know, like, you're forced to send these clean attacks, which I'm not doing at the moment. I'm actually gonna have to like keep downstacking, and look at that, I have a whole bunch of stuff to deal with now. Like, I'm okay with downstacking, but in this game it's not gonna win me the game. It's helping me not lose, but it's not gonna win. And honestly, it's refreshing. At first I was like, what the hell am I playing? Oh no. And because Tetrium's defense is so good, it's actually even more important for me to like not misdrop too much. Because if I misdrop too much, then there's nothing that's gonna force the opponent to top out. Bombsalon says it's almost like they built a game, Tetris 99, that could be played by people at all levels. Exactly. And that's what I liked about it so much. Like, I didn't have to know how to T-spin to play that game. And like, I did learn T-spins eventually after I saw a video about it, which was already quite surprising that I ended up on the video in the first place. But like, I feel like Tetra League Season 2 in particular, it like just pretends that lower ranked players don't exist and they shouldn't have fun, and whatever they do should just not be rewarded in any way. What have I done? That was literally my fault. I actually pressed that key. I was like, yes, please move to right. It made no sense for me to do that. Anyway, so I am really mad at that game because I used to recommend it a lot actually, like Tetrio to people. And then Season 2, you have to be fast. It's the only way. It's the only meta. And like, I knew people who had like really good downstack, but their general play was around, I don't know, 1.3 piece per second. Now there's like no reason for them to play the game, and there's like no response to that. They're like, skill issue, I guess that's something they could say, but like, is that gonna help your user retention? Am I crazy? Like, you would think that this is made for like, I don't know, players. But then Osk told me that private rooms are actually quite popular even now. I presume it's mostly 4 wide rooms, which, well, I'm not really fond of, but apparently a lot of people like it. GG's.